Here is the Buck-Dino battle, a big comedy action sequence that I storyboarded for Ice Age 5, that we did entirely in one camera move with no cuts in any of the action. So when I was launched on this assignment, the two main objectives of the sequence as it pertained to the story were to reestablish Buck and the Lost World, which is the sort of underground dinosaur world that exists underneath the layer of ice as established in Ice Age 3. And the other main thing to set up was our villains of the film, which were this trio of raptor-like dinosaurs who were hunting and stealing eggs from mama dinosaurs. However, Buck had proven to be a thorn in their side, constantly thwarting their efforts. And so when I was launched on the sequence, I had pitched this idea to the directors as a way into the sequence, which was that in the scene prior to this, there had been a meteor shower raining down and Manny and the herd were all running for cover. And I said, hey, what if we just follow one of those meteors and it sort of takes us with it as it crashes through the ground underneath the ice and we reveal the dinosaur world that way. I thought that could be a really elegant way to sort of get us into the sequence and also reintroduce the world and so the audience could follow along exactly where we are. And the director said, hey, that's a cool idea. Sure, why not? And then I said, and what if the camera just keeps going after that? And we just pick up with Buck or one of the dinosaurs, we just go right into the action sequence. And they said, yeah, that sounds cool. And I said, what if we just keep going and we just do the whole thing in one camera move? And they sort of looked at me and they said, if you think you can do it, yeah, I mean, go for it. And so I went for it. And here's what I came up with. So here is the Buck-Dino battle. So we start above, and as mentioned, there had been a meteor shower prior as these tiny rocks were falling towards Earth. And one of them races past the camera on fire, and it sort of pulls the camera with it as it's barreling towards this frozen pond, and it crashes into the ice. And it starts barreling underground, and then it opens up into this giant opening underneath, and it dissipates, and all the pebbles and everything fall away as it reveals the lost world underneath. And the camera settles in as this dinosaur starts chewing some leaves, and we see some dinosaurs in the background, and we see the vastness of the underground dinosaur world. But then this raptor passes past the camera and sort of takes off, and it pulls us with him. And we start gaining past the dinosaurs. We reveal this mother protecting her egg from two other raptors. When the camera comes in, and it's the dinosaur with his legs, and he grabs the egg, lifts it away from the mom out of its nest, and he's running away, and the mom's chasing after. No, my egg. He puts on the brakes. Dinosaur mom slides by. Got your egg. Tosses it to his sister. Chomp. She grabs it out of air, and her giant body crashes into some trees. Ooh, this is a juicy egg. It's gonna be tasty. Ooh, slip, 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 and it starts slipping out of her tiny little hands. And she's bobbling it. It flies up into the air just as Dad, the serious one, comes in, grabs the egg out of air, and takes off with it. No, my egg! And Mom slips as she looks down and realizes she's reached the ledge of a cliff. And she can't go any farther. And the brother and sister fly by her, knocking into her just to add insult to injury. And they hover above, out of range, mocking her. Well done, kiddos. We're eating good tonight, they say as they've got the egg in hand. But then they hear, Figaro, 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 huh? And they look up, and off of the look, the camera adjusts, pulls out, and we see Buck's silhouette behind a giant leaf, showering. Figaro, Figaro, and he's washing under his armpits. He leans out of the shower. I'll be with you blokes in a minute. Gotta rinse and repeat. La 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 la, and he goes back to showering. And the dinosaurs are frustrated. Not him again. Dad mentions it to them. I hate that weasel. Now let's move out. They take off with egg in hand. Buck finishes his shower. Don't worry, ma'am. I'll catch the crew that poached your egg. Grabs his coconut, takes a big sip, and it throws the coconut up in the air. Stands against the ledge. It's a pun. Egg that poached, those dinosaurs that poached your egg. I'm winking under the eye patch. Woo! And he just falls off the ledge, huh? The camera adjusts down, picks up with him. The music kicks in, and meanwhile, he's singing an opera the whole time. Figaro, my name is Buck. And he throws a couple smoke berry bombs, right in the dinosaur's eyes. The camera keeps going past them as we follow with egg. La 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 la, and I am the protector. And he crashes onto the dinosaur's back, who has the egg of this world. And the dinosaur rears. Buck pops up and he's got a little vine, ties his mouth shut. There'll be no singing from you, 'cause I am the hero. And he slices off the feathers, mane of the dinosaur, grabs one of the feathers, la 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 la, slides down towards the egg. La 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 la. Then he takes the feather he'd got and he goes, tickle, 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 tickle. And the dinosaur can't handle it. It's laughing. And it lets go of the egg instinctively because it's laughing so hard. And butt pops out. It slides down. Now to make my escape. Oh no. Dinosaur pulls his tail back up. And he releases himself from the vine, and Buck's got nowhere to go. And he goes to bite him. And Buck jumps up just in time. The dinosaur bites his own tail. Oh no! And he screams. And he sends Buck catapulting back up into the air. I am the pint-sized protector of this world. And he flies through the smoke as those other two that he had put in the bomb finally get out of it. La 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 la. And they see him. After him. And they start chasing him. And one of them drags its claws against the wall, trying to stab at him, can't get it. And meanwhile, the big one just barrels into the wall. Whoa! And it flies up in the air. Buck's in midair. La 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 la. Well played, boys. And he tries to grab the egg, but it's just out of reach as he starts falling down. And meanwhile, Dad comes in and swoops it out. Oh no! La 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 la. Time to go to action mode. He grabs a rock, puts it in the mouth of this other dinosaur that was trying to eat him. It slides right through his mouth. La 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 la. We see Dad in the distance with the egg. Here I come. And he pops the egg right out of the Dad's mouth with his legs. Grabs it, takes his knife, and starts grinding it into the side of this cliff as he catches his balance. La 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 la. And he's running on it. La 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 la. And they're chasing him. One of them's gaining, and he slides down. You can't catch me. And now we're with this one dinosaur who just missed him, who comes all the way out from the side of the cliff. We see Buck carving up the cliff all the way down, and the dinosaur goes back in, and he's chasing him, and they're all about to collapse onto Buck. And he slides into this little cave just in time. Running and ducking and diving and spinning and living, and these are just a few of the things I do before lunch. And he's singing a song as he carves up the whole inside of the tunnel as well. La 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 la, and you'll never catch me. And he jumps out the side of the cave. We realize it was a big loop, and he got away from the dinosaurs who, realize, and they go after him. And we see him getting away. And the camera gains past them. La 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 la. Ha ha ha. Crashes into one leaf to catch his balance, catches fall. Another one, and it lets him down easily onto the ground. Poof. No need to try, you'll never get me. And he's singing and dancing. Pulls the egg away from one. You are goons and you'll never get me. And he flips the egg over the other one. La la la. And he rolls away from the other one. You'll never get me because I am. And they're about to get him. And he says, wait a second. Here comes the big finish. Because I'm the hero! And Buck starts to sing this big note, and everything's shaking from his voice, the power of his booming voice, and we hear this like crumbling and rumbling in the background. And the dinosaurs look up, and we see that whole carved path that Buck had carved down the whole side of the mountain starts to shake until all the big pieces start to fall off. And they're heading towards the dinos. La 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 la. Takes out one of them. La 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 la. Takes out another one. La 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 la. All the dinosaurs get crushed. Hero. And then all the dust settles, and we see Buck reveals an image of himself in the whole cliff he had just carved. Puts his dagger away. Puts his hand out. But why? That coconut he launched at the very beginning of the scene lands back in his hand. Takes one more sip for good measures. That's good. Throws it over his head, and then because it's a big action scene and we've done everything else, it just explodes into a giant explosion. And then here's the first cut in the whole scene now that we've done the action scene. As all the dust settles, you're safe now, little guy. And Mom comes down. Oh, my egg. Buck realizes, takes it over to the mom. And she's so thankful. Your egg, my fair lady. Oh, and she's so happy. She grabs it with her horn, gives him a little nuzzle. Oh, you're the best. And then little baby Triceratops pops out. Thank you, mister. Mwah! Gives him a kiss. Back into her egg. And then we hear, and he looks behind him, and the dinos are breaking out of the rocks that have crushed them. Time to go. I'll lead them away. And he shoos off the mom and her egg safely, covers up their tracks. Bonk! Gives him one more jump on his head for good measures. Dad comes out, and they're looking around. Where'd he go, that rascally weasel? And they see him. And he's tying some vine to this giant rock. Well, that was fun. We should do it again soon. Until next time, Dino blokes. And he kicks this giant rock off the ledge and starts pulling this vine. Toodles! And it just flings him up into the air. like a ricochet, flying off into the distance. And the dinos are super pissed. I hate that weasel. And they pull their wings out of all the rubble. And after him. And they take off. Hot on his tail. But the egg was safe. And so there you have it. Giant one camera action comedy sequence. Thanks for watching.